Welcome to 6th Standard Science, Term 3, Unit 5, Plants in Daily Life. So children, listen carefully to the session, and in case if you have any doubt, make a note of it and it will be rectified on the day of reopening. Now let's start, children. We are living in a green planet. Children, plenty of natural plant resources are around us. Economic botany basically deals with all preventing plants in relationship to human welfare as food, clothing, shelter and medicine, either directly or indirectly. Plants bring about economy to the country in large extent, and it is a fact that the wealth of any country largely. Children, plants depend upon its agriculture and plant products. Next, economic botany. What is economic botany? Economic botany is the study of relationship between people and plants and the uses of plants in economy. Economic botany is the study of relationship between people and plants and the uses of plants in economy. Children, from the earliest time, rice, wheat and millet have been the staple food of a vast populations of India, as indicated by the presence of charged grains in most of the excavation sites. Children, vast means a very great extent or quantity, and excavation means a cavity formed by cutting, digging or scooping. Children, in addition, references are abundant in Asian literature about the extent and usage of several crops of economic importance. Okay children, now let's see about the different crop plants of economic uses, economic values and medical uses. Children, plants may be broadly classified as plants as food, spice yielding plants, medical plants, fiber yielding plants, timber yielding plants and ornamental plants. Now let's see one by one. First one, plants as food. Children, plants are the main source of food for humans. These plants are known as food plants. I will repeat this. Plants are the main source of food for humans. These plants are known as food plants. Children, do you have a vegetable garden in your house? And have you never seen harvesting of ripened vegetables? Children, which part of the plants is used as food for us? Let's see. We eat different parts of plants such as root, stem, leaf, seed, unripe and ripe fruits. Children, food plants are classified into three types. They are vegetables, cereals and pulses. Food plants are classified into three types. They are vegetables, cereals and pulses. Now let's see one by one. First, vegetables. Children, we get vegetables from different parts of the plants. First, root. Carrot and beetroot are the examples of root. Next, leaves. Curry leaves and cabbage are the examples for leaves. Next, potato and yam are the examples for stems. And flowers. Banana flower and cauliflower are the examples for flowers. The last one, fruits, amla and guava. So these are the examples of fruits. Next, cereals. Cereals are edible components of grain of cultivated grass. Children, I will repeat this. Cereals are edible components of grain of cultivated grass. For example, rice, wheat and millet. Next, pulses. Pulses are edible seeds of plants, legume family. Pulses are secured in pots. Pulses are edible seeds of plants, legume family. Pulses are secured in pots. See children, Bengal gram and green mug bean are the examples of pulses. Okay children, next let's move on to the next topic, spices. What are spices? Spices are aromatic parts of tropical plants traditionally used to flavor the food. What are spices? Spices are aromatic parts of tropical plants traditionally used to flavor the food. Children, spices come from the bark or roots of certain plants, leaves, flowers or stems of plants. Primarily used for flavoring, coloring or preserving food. Children, World Food Day is celebrated on October 16. Children, the aim of the celebrations of this day is to promote worldwide awareness and action for those who suffer from hunger and for the need to ensure food security and a nutritious diet for all. Next, let's see the spices used in India. Children, see the following spices are included in a variety of Indian dishes. Cardamom, black pepper, curry leaves, fenugreek, fennel, ajwain, bay leaves, cumin, coriander seeds, turmeric, cloves, ginger, nutmeg and cinnamon. So children, these are the spices are mainly used in India. Children, do you know India is the second largest producer of fruits and vegetables in the world. Okay children, now let's move on to the next topic, medical plants. Some of the plants around use are good in healing our diseases. We call these plants as medical plants. I will repeat this. Some of the plants around use are good in healing our diseases. We call these plants as medical plants. They alleviate burns, cut, cold, fever, sneezes and more. Children, some chemical compounds in the medical plants act against insects, fungi and certain germs. And some medical plants are considered as rich resource of ingredients which can be used in drug preparation. Next, fiber yielding plants. Plants which give us fibers necessary for our uses are called as fiber yielding plants. Children, what is fiber yielding plants? Plants which give us fibers necessary for our uses are called as fiber yielding plants. The fiber from these plants can be spun into thread, rope and cloth. These fibers are called as natural fibers. Children, we can classify the fiber yielding plants into three types based on the uses and the parts of the plant from where we get the fiber. Let's see children. Textile fibers, cottage fibers and filling fibers. Let's see based on use. First one, textile fibers. Textile fibers making cloth. Example, cotton. Second one, gordage fibers. Gordage fibers making rope. Example, coconut fiber. The third one, filling fibers. Filling fibers making mattresses. Example, silk cotton. Next, based on the plant parts. First one, plant fibers include seed hairs. Example, cotton. Second one, stem fibers. Example, flax and jute. Third one, leaf fibers. Example, agave. Fourth one, husk fibers. Example, coconut. Okay children, next now let's move on to the next topic, timber yielding plants. Children, the wood needed for the constructions of buildings and making of furniture are obtained from certain plants. And we use wood for this purpose due to their features like durability, stylish finishing and resistance to temperature changes. Children, all commercial timbers are classified into two classes as hardwoods and softwoods based essentially on their structure. All commercial timbers are classified into two classes as hardwood and softwoods based essentially on their structure. First, let's see hardwoods. Children, hardwoods are angiosperms, that means flowering plants, the largest group of land plants. High quality furniture, desk, flooring and wooden constructions are being made only using hardwood. Example, teak and jackfruit. Next, let's see softwoods. Children, softwoods come from gymnosperm trees, that means non-flowering plants. Certain angiosperms also yield softwood. Softwoods have a wide range of applications such as making plywood, wooden boxes, medium density fireboard and paper making. Children, katambu and pine are the examples of softwoods. Next, ornamental plants. Children, plants which are grown for aesthetic reasons are called as ornamental plants. Plants which are grown for aesthetic reasons are called as ornamental plants. Producing flowers from floral plant is the important section of horticulture. Example, jasmine, rose, chrysanthemum, carnation, gerbera. Children, to decorate houses, gardens and parks, we are planting shrubs such as hibiscus, scrape jasmine and crotons and climbers like mullai, alamanda and bougainvillea trees such as golden shower tree, mandarai and delonix tree, etc. Next, let's move on to the next topic, interrelationship between plants and animals. Children, animals rely on plants for their food and shelter. This relationship benefits not only animals but also plants. Let's see some examples, children. Silkworms. Children, silkworms feed on mulberry leaves and live off mulberry plants. This relationship between a worm and a plant is economically useful for us in silk production. Children, animal, pets and birds are essential for cross-pollination of plants. See children, bright colors of flowers, smell and honey attract insects. As the insects go from one flower to another, They leave the pollen grains from their body. This results in cross-pollination and the formation of vegetables and fruits. Children, these insect pollinators and birds need to be protected to produce the best yield. Bees are the best pollinators. They also give us honey. Next, plants and algae living in coral reefs are the food for variety of fishes. Fishes work is done in these areas. Animals and birds play an important role in spreading seeds of various plants. The digestive enzymes in the digestive system of the birds often the protective layer of the seeds and make it easier to germinate. Next, let's see the other uses of plants. Children, plants maintain soil fertility. Their droppings and the shedding of leaves, fruits and other parts degrade in the soil to form humus. Children, this humus increases soil fertility. Example, plants like blue-green algae and bacteria like Pseudomonas are also extensively used to fix nitrogen in the soil for agriculture. Next, prevent soil erosion. Plants, when grown in dens, will prevent soil erosion. Plants, when grown in dens, will prevent soil erosion. Children, in times of wind or flood, the fertile top layer of the soil is carried away by air or water. This is prevented by plants if grown around. Next, let's see biofuels. Some plants are also grown for the sake of biofuels. Plant fuel is less toxic as it does not emit harmful gases and also less expensive. For example, jatropha. Even the plant waste is used to generate electricity. Example, sugar mills. Next, let's see rubber and natural plastic. See children, rubber for tire, wiring seeds, etc. from plants. Natural plastics are also produced from plants which are biodegradable. So, it does not do harm to our environment. Next, neem oil coated urea. Farmers in India used urea as a fertilizer to increase the agricultural productivity. Indian scientists made neem-coated urea which released nitrogen gradually and helps the plants to absorb maximum nitrogen. It reduces the impact of urea on an environment. Okay children, now we came to an end of the session. So, maintain a separate notebook for science. If you have any doubt, make a note of it. Now, it's time for questions. Once again, you can go through the lesson and try to answer those questions. First one, what is an economic botany? Second one, define medical plants. Third one, define fiber yielding plants. Fourth one, what is an ornamental plants? Fifth one, define spices.